Hello everybody, welcome to Let's Play UFO Defense. Last episode we are now actively trying to intercept the UFOs after a pretty bad month. I think I got around -1,000 because I think I was ignoring all the UFOs, and I also aborted a terror mission in Seoul. That probably contributed to a whole heap of negative rating, but still better than just ignoring, which is might have reduced or depreciated the score to new depths. So I was able to just go there and then abort it right away. Yeah, I think I could have done it, but it was night and you have a little window opportunity for you to, actually go there without it disappearing. Terror attacks are pretty quick, and I don't think you can expect terror attacks to still be ongoing when the day arrives, in hopes of finding the aliens during the day, which is advantageous, but of course it doesn't happen that way. So unfortunately I missed the chance. There's I think I mentioned it before, but if you target it using some kind of transport or even interceptor, then I think you might be able to delay it, because as long as this is being targeted by something, your craft, then it doesn't go away despite how many hours, probably hours it might take for it to arrive. So you can maybe try to squeeze out a bit more time for you to either prepare or for the day to arrive. But I mean, that didn't really happen that time. So I'm trying to check alien activity right now, and as you can see, I think if you I like to see the graph here. Let's see, what is this? Countries, areas, right? So you can see that let me see, North America. Okay, so I'm wondering about Europe. You don't really see a lot of activity right now, but I think North Africa is picking up a bit before it reduced. But I'm not so sure exactly how truthful this is, because this might be based on my observations on my end using the hyperwave decoder. The aliens might be doing something else, and then might not be accounted for in these graphs. Central Asia also up. Okay, Southeast Asia. Pretty zero. Siberia 0. Australia nothing. Pacific we saw a bit. North America you see a lot. Yeah, I guess that's where the majority of the bases are located. I think they have around 9 or some really bad number. And the score is not really doing too well here. I got probably negative. Right now, I guess they tell you exactly how you're doing here. So I'm basically skirting by trying to tackle these guys, intercepting them, and then do occasional recovery missions. But yeah, this is a pretty big sign that I'm not really doing well. So if you get consecutive score of negative 700 or less, then my XCOM operation will be over. It will be game over for me. So I need to really shore up the score here. You can see the maintenance here steadily going up. Expenditure kind of went down. Income went down as well. Okay. And let's see the funding here. Australia is still holding on though. I'm sure that there's some alien base in Australia, but I don't know how the Aussies are kind of staying put. They're resisting overtures of alien entertainment and surgeries and whatnot. Yeah, so Russia, UK, France is actually one of the highest contributing countries. So is Germany, and India is definitely contributing a lot because I set up a base in the territory, and of course they've been happy for the longest time. Hopefully I don't fail them. Egypt also went up pretty, native 4,000. So you can see that some of the countries that we have set up base in, except for United States, which has already signed a pact with aliens, it's going up. It's doing pretty well. Alright, so let's go in and try to tackle one of these guys that we intercepted in the last mission. So alien retaliation, this is probably a telling sign that aliens looking for a base, and In the last episode too, we saw a lot of battleships kind of crisscrossing the continent in Africa and North America, trying to look for the base. So I don't know how prepared I am to defend against aliens in Egypt. Let me see. I think I need to have at least a few blaster bombs here in order to defend it. And I think we have to... Yeah, I think we have some blaster bombs. No, we don't have any. Yeah, this is problem. We don't have any blaster bombs and we cannot make it because still waiting for the, the workshop to be finished. So we need to transfer some of these from the original base. I'm gonna send some blaster around 4, and around 20 bombs. Anything else I can give them? 9. Let's send them 19. Why not? I think they have plenty of space. Plasma, they have enough. I already sent the rifle, pistol. I can probably send all of it. I don't think I need these, so I just send it to the other base. 15 electroflare, 20 heavy plasma, PSIAMs also constructed. Yeah, I think I need to construct more PSIAMs in preparation for next month. But it's still rather far away and I can make this in quick order. Okay, so I'm 90, 123 and 43, so we have plenty. I can send 17 or 18 and 10. I think this is good. Okay. And here we need to probably make another facility. Get prepared a bit more. Let me see how things are going here. Base formation. Alright, so I think I need to construct to start manufacturing from here by hiring some engineers. Although it'd be nice if I can don't need scientists. Okay, and they're gonna start manufacturing some laser cannons. Yes. Get us highest profit. And let's see what I can build. I guess I need to build a defense. Or a hyperwave decoder. 26 days. Yeah. Okay. And we'll send Lightning 1 over there at the floater recovery site. And we have all the guys here. Dave was involved in the last mission as well. And we have 2 psionics, which could... I don't know how vulnerable... Floaters are rather vulnerable to minor attacks too, and I think more susceptible to stickman, but less than mutants. I think mutants are the bottom of the heap when it comes to the vulnerability to psionics. These are the ones that we brought last time as well. Yeah. I think they're gonna just keep doing it because some of these other guys are in the psi labs. Hey, plasma rifle, alien grenade. Okay. You see the crew here once again. And check the armor, power suit. Okay. Most of it power suit. Flying suit for the snipers. I wonder if I can spare another flying suit. Some of these guys. Nope. Yeah, so we need to be rather careful and then use the Psionics as much as possible. But we have 3 flying suit clad snipers. So I think it'll be okay, at least against a scout. Okay, so let's go and yeah, so just small, medium scout. Intercept using the lightning. And these are ethereal, so I'm not gonna touch it. And I think these are also ethereal or sectoids. Mutants, okay, I can probably go up against these guys too. Yeah, so activity in Africa is picking up rather than North America now. So most of these guys are just like I said last time as well. Maybe we have some plasma rifles. I remember bringing some. Here's some med kits. I was thinking about, yeah, I think I mentioned that proximity might be useless against the floaters. Auto cannon, I think you just have a rifle here. I think this is definitely more advisable. I think she used this autocannon last time too. Yeah, I think it did well against the floaters. Just give it a try. Alright, at least it got some smoke going there, so the enemy might not be able to identify us right away. Yeah, maybe this might be... Yeah, I think because floaters are not really that hardy. They're not mutants, so they can go down quickly, and I think autocannons do have a bit of a area of effect. It's using a high explosive, so I think it might help. Alright, I think, yeah, so Psi guys are not going to really shoot. Going to have the clips. There are only 2 guys, so I don't think they even shot once last time. So instead, I'm gonna just give to sniper. I think this is okay. Alright, wish I can bring my HWP because it's definitely very useful. See if I can prepare that for the next time. But I'm more concerned about building a vendor there. Alright. Yeah. Throw. Get ready to get out. And you can actually see a bit more as you move the soldiers. You see? The PS guys will be, I think, check the map here. Maybe this is the edge of the map. So I guess I can move over there to be closer to the potential target for PS guys. These guys are ready to go out. Floaters are definitely armed with heavy plasma, so... Alright, let's go out. And... Alright. Okay. Oni Saraki. Could be Japanese. Alright, so they're scouts. They have poor firing accuracy. They might have pretty good... Oh, I found one. That's good. Yeah, so scout did the scout job, and the floaters are floating, obviously. Okay, so time to do some panic. Wow, immediately successful. Yeah, how about now I try to mind control this guy. Alright, try to shoot this guy down. Oh. I think this guy could do it. Alright. Oh, just stunned. Okay, no matter. Good job. Let's bring this guy down also. From a neat line behind the cacti. This guy is going to come over here. Oh, this guy's flying guy. Alright. Get this guy's all organized to be deployed next turn. Yeah, okay. So this is actually a pretty good landing spot. We are protected from 2 sides at least. And you can see pretty far because the floaters are floating sometimes. I think they might just prefer to float. They might just give their positions away right away. Okay. There's a bit of pause in the transition screen, which means that they are a lot of them actually. The scanner doesn't reveal anything, so trying grenade and throw it. Oh, that was a interesting throw, and there's some snakes. Doesn't really matter, I think. Just have a bit of a look. Don't see anything. Okay. These guys will go down here. And some flying suit guys will be over watching everything, supporting these guys. Yeah, so heavy weapons person is ready to go out the next turn. Okay, so the transition screen rather quick now. Don't see anybody. Okay, so we find where the craft is. Okay, so let's expand a bit here around the smoke. And I think our psionics might be a bit far away to affect anything appreciably. This guy might as well just fall as well. And these guys will be watching the other side and throwing some smoke grenade in the process. So another, okay, so this guy is another sniper. Okay. Right. So apparently the floater has recovered and then flew away, but without the weapon. So that's good, at least. Throw. Alright. Come back. Okay, so let's have a look. Yeah, so this guy might be the panic guy. Let's see if I can mind control this guy. Nope. Can still panic this guy, yeah. So this guy is might be 0 morale. Let's do auto shot. Okay. Oh wow. So it was not the stun guy, because stun guy would have been without the weapon, but this guy was able to manage a reaction shot. Fortunately, this cacti was able to save this guy's life. And need to make good on the second chance here. Didn't do it. Okay. So this guy has 61 firing accuracy, which is not that great. So I think I just rely on this guy to shoot, which I'm sure is going to be pretty good. 69, so definitely better than the other guy. Hopefully there will be no friendly fire. Or maybe I can move this guy a bit because, yeah. Right. Need to advance a bit here toward the hill, a bit of a, yeah. To see what you can identify near the craft, but I need to finish this guy first. Yeah, okay. Oh my goodness, good. That was pretty dangerous. 69 firing accuracy. Was barely able to avoid friendly fire. That's pretty scary. So thankfully we also had a bit of a cacti coverage. We were able to use that. Oh, alright. Next turn, I guess. Yeah, don't see nobody here. Okay. Already berserk. Interesting. Maybe they don't have a lot of them inside. Oh, okay, so this guy perhaps without weapons. See if I can mind control this guy. I wonder if I panic one guy or the guy is actually in a berserk state, then it'd be easier or harder for us to do mind control attacks. The stacking of the attacks may not be as effective as I think. For example, if you mind control one unit, then it'd be difficult to mind control the same guy again after the turn is over. Same goes for the panic attacks. Yeah, the moral attack is successful, but just doesn't really have any particular bearing on whether these guys actually can be exploited further. It's just that we are getting experience for the psionics. That is good enough, I think. You can see the exit over there, so might be tempted to throw proximity just in case. Yeah, because you never know whether this is going to get triggered or not. So yeah, let's take things one step at a time. And if this doesn't explode, then we can retrieve it later. Have a bit of a look over here. I don't see. I think I could throw another smoke. Throw it all the way over here. I think it's blocked by the cacti. Throw around here. Okay, perfect. We'll see what happens. And I think this guy will also get out. Oh, okay, so flying unit. Can you come down? Okay. Yeah, come down into smoke. Alright, now we can have a bit of a look here. I think they might be inside. I'm not so sure. Good. Try to advance through here. Can identify some aliens along this way. Okay, nothing so far. Start flying. Let's have a look. That's the edge of the map for sure. Oh, okay, good job. Alright, so let's get this guy. Nice shot. Perfect shot. This guy is a... Whoa, that was pretty close. 73 firing accuracy, so definitely working well for him. See if I can get a bit close. Okay, so this is intact UFO. Oh, that's pretty cool. So there's really no way for the floater to come out except through here. Bit exposed, even though it's under smoke cover. So we just send one guy closer. And this guy will have a look over here. Yeah, so this is rather small map. We've already reached the Or we can just see a bit more because it's daylight and it's relatively flat surface. Oh, that's it. That was rather easy. Yeah, very quick too. Okay. So we got some promotions here. Should have checked the stats. Alright, so let's see. Let's just check the graph on how we did. So the scores. Alright, the score, as you can see, went up a bit. Or I'm not so sure whether it actually went up. But I'm sure that it, you know, influenced it to a positive, positive direction. Okay, so 6 more days for workshop to be finished, and 6 more days for something called graph shield to be finished. Maybe I should build another Scilab, or I guess I can build workshop here, or even storage. I'm not so sure what to do. Let's see what these guys are doing. Nothing, so that is a mistake. I should have been building something. Let's see. 850,000, sure, I think I can afford that. Helium 30, okay. Units to produce. They can be produced within a day, I think. Or within a few days. Yeah, 18 hours, wow, not even a day. So these guys returned. Let's try to sell some of the things that we got. Yeah, so we can finance the HWP that we are making. And also the plasma. I think it was all heavy plasma, yes. 6 heavy plasma. And yeah, make it 1 million, 1.3 million. Seems that the blaster bomb has not arrived yet, but I'm sure that retaliation is going to happen very soon. Alright, so ethereal ship, supply ship. Where is this? Out of Europe. It might be ethereal base in France. Oh my goodness. This is pretty bad. I think that is probably going to be the price, the top price for the like full-fledged Psionics. So this arrived. Okay, that's good. Hovertank finished. Let's try to make laser cannon. Sell around 15 this time. I think we can handle it. Two days. I think that's good enough time. 5 days. Sure. Let's see what happens in 5 days. Supply ship Snake Man, South America. I think we can handle this. Yeah, let's get the Avenger, but before that we I think we wait until we'll see whether it lands somewhere. Or maybe I shouldn't do that because Snake Man do not have any base in North America, so it's not gonna land anywhere near where this base is. So let's get ready just in case. We have 40 smoke grenade, 30 proximity, pretty effective against Snake Man. 5 medikit, 1 motion scanner. Could use a couple more motion scanners and medikits. And Psiams we have 5 already. Okay, so we have 5 PS guys, Psionics in the craft. Hey, plasma 16, 42. Okay, that's good. Blaster launchers 2 and 6. I think that's good enough for the supply ship raid. Mine probe 1. 20 million grenade. I think it's pretty good. Yeah, we can be supplied even until the next mission. Checking out the storage. 321. Okay, so we have some space. We can intercept it using the Avenger and then get some more points that way. We really need to burnish our credentials here in this. Yeah, so we're going to land. Okay, good. Yeah, so we're going to be involved in another mission for sure. Get some alien alloys. Standard attack. So I don't think it would have landed in North America. It would be nice if it landed in North America and then we can just raid it while it was standing, but I don't think that would be happening, so... Yeah, it did crash land, and let's begin mission right away. Okay, so we have all this that... The loadout, I think we can just save this. Yeah, I think we already created a template for these guys at least. We have all the smoke grenade and proximity grenade with these guys, and yeah, heavy weapons also involved here just in case there's some barn buildings that we have to destroy, unfortunately. Some medikits. Okay, Psiams, 5 Psiams. Yeah, very much stacked here. I think we are good. Okay. Alright, so let's try to get smoke going. Smoke field going here just for us to deploy. Snakemen are... It's surprising, but Snakemen are supposed to be one of the slowest units among the aliens. I thought that Sectoid might be the slowest, but... Oh, we see the craft right away. Yeah, we find one guy within our sights. So let's see if Hugo is able to do some good work here. You know what? I think HWP could do aim shot. Nope. Alright. Snapshot? Oh no. Actually got shot. But didn't damage it though. Fortunately enough. Yeah, but the reaction shot was definitely there. So let's try the panic unit and mind control. Yeah, it was already pretty bad off in terms of morale because it was shot. Yeah, mind control. Oh, mind control successful. Very good. Can I control it now? Yes. You, apparently is right-handed. Yeah, just drop whatever you have and try to reveal more guys. Don't know whether this is actually something that... wow, look at the range. My goodness, it's amazing range. Oh my goodness. He was able to... Okay, so the enemy did detect this guy to be the enemy. I thought that it would be fooled, but no, doesn't get fooled. Alright. So, time for another panic attack. Alright, let's try to panic this guy, although it might not work as well. Yeah, because it's a bit far away. But that's how you do it. That's how this works, I think. Alright, so... I think I can go here and then finish the guy off. Possibly, if I do not find anyone else. 28 is good enough, I think. Yeah, it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling to be targeted both by your former friends and your foes. Okay, so let's have a look. Start deploying more. Yeah. Pretty possible that Psionics might fly over top of this if it's safe enough and then start doing their stuff, attacking the Snakeman close proximity as possible. Yeah, we already know that there's a Snakeman outside the craft. Okay. This guy can throw the smoke grenade over here. And there's some good cover here that I can use. But it could be targeted by the Snakeman. So we'll deploy one more guy. Oh, this guy is a... Wow, I don't think I need this. Okay. I just leave that guy till later. I guess I leave this guy to later. I can move a bit. Yeah, so this guy has auto cannon, can still damage the Snake Man. Has the rocket launcher, yeah. Can still damage the Snake Man. Can still carry some heavy stuff here with him. Just wait. Expecting around 10 Snake Man. Let's see. Want to see anybody here? Okay, let's see if I can use this guy. Yeah, alright, I see one. It just came out of the craft. So it's job for these guys to do some good work. Let's try to panic unit. Okay, and then and continue on with the mind control if it's possible. I guess I need to maybe try to do mind control from the very beginning, because I think if I start panicking the unit, then I don't think mind control work. So it's not going to yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. Just pile on the attacks. It might be a bit too much of a overpowered thing. Let's have a look over here. Before that, I need to get the flying guys out. Yeah, some of these guys out, then have a look. Just overwatch the entire operation here. Help the guys on the ground. Some of the trees are definitely blocking their shots though, and their visuals. And these guys will just, at least for now, stay on one side of the craft, closest possible to the enemy, where the enemy craft is. There's a lot of guys still to be deployed. So the guy was panicked. I don't think he's going to be able to attack, but who knows? Don't see them. Yeah, don't see him. Just come back. Right. I think I need to get some of these guys over here. Some of them are still in the Scilabs. Need to be mindful of that. Okay, so this guy's running a bit. I think I can still identify him though. Just need to be a bit closer. Yeah. This guy could take a shot, but I don't know. Okay, so this guy's blocked from here. See if I can just come back here and then maybe even next turn smoke this area. More target for our Psionics. See if the mind control works this time. Doesn't work. Yeah, it definitely takes a lot more. Oh, okay, good. Alright, hello there. Just drop this. Thank you. Have a look. Inside. Oh. Hello there. It's a Snake Man soldier. We can further affect these guys. Mind control. Can I do it? Nope. How about panic? Oh, alright, good. Now I can start throwing some proximity grenade. Not... Okay. To probably move a bit. So this guy can probably make... Yeah, this guy could try to make it to the craft itself under the smoke coverage, so hopefully not going to be seen. And more guys will come out. This guy's in the side left, so I'm not so sure if I want to use him. But there's still some guys that can be used, such as this guy who can probably watch over this guy. Come down. Can you throw it? Nope. I haven't primed it. Okay, so let's have a look. We did attack this craft or this site right away after intercepting the, or after, you know, downing this craft. So I guess the aliens are not, I don't know whether it really matters, whether it really happens how I think it happens, but the aliens did not have time to actually get out and explore a bit. They're mostly confined to the craft. Donghyun can come out also in flying suit. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's happening anymore because apparently the mind control effect is over. Should probably throw it. Good throw. Yeah, very good throw. And could possibly also could be possible that if alien arrives a bit too close, even though it is not you know, exposed, then it might trigger the bomb. But then I guess if you are one tile away, if the proximity grenade is set up one tile away from the craft itself, then it might just be okay until the alien actually steps in it. Alright, let's just be a bit careful here. I think I even have Tiu. Okay, don't see him. Can probably get up. No, I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, so these guys over here will keep watch over here, and then maybe prime it. 9 off. Okay, just keep watch then. This could be a pretty dangerous area. Could be pretty dangerous. So I might just as well prime it and then throw it. Yeah, that's a pretty good throw. 66 throwing accuracy. Okay, very impressive. Okay, and here we are waiting for the guys to appear, the enemies to appear. We did set up one proximity grenade, and I don't think there's anything. I don't think there's really any flanking attempt, but can still check. Yeah, I need to remind myself there's a guy over here, or else I just forget. Just go all the way here. I don't think there is any problem. And there's a guy with the motion scanner. Oh, alright, this guy. These flying suit guys, I don't know what they can do. They can just kind of expand. And maybe even get on top, possibly. And that's going to prepare the way for the Psionics to also get onto the ship. Well, these guys secure the area for the Psionics to travel here. Pretty quiet. No door movement or sound. You can see a bit of what is inside is heavily damaged, so I'm expecting less than 10 aliens, even though it's a supply ship. Yeah, nothing is happening. Now, supply ship, I know for sure that the enemies do not bring the terror unit, so there is no danger of chrysalis, for example. Okay. Just going to have a look. I think there's anything. Really. So these guys will support the guys on the ground here. Okay, and we just keep these guys as far as possible. Hopefully not going to get surprised. Okay, finally. Okay, so somebody's damaged. And you create a whole lot of smoke. Okay, I think it's time for the HWP to have a look. No, whether it's actually possible though. Let's see. Okay, how about the soldiers then? Can you take a peek here? Alright, it's a bit too dangerous. Okay, yeah. Sure. Get back. Hopefully no friendly fire. Can you shoot from here, Hugo? Alright, mind control time. Just inside the door and then come out or something. I think that's going to be the best case scenario. Nice. Wow, these guys are now getting up there. Wow, look at that. Amazing. What I'm going to do is throw a grenade and kill a whole lot of them. I think it's possible, right? Activate. Oh, actually I can probably do it. Here. Oh, now I have time in the. Oh crap. Alright, you get out and then get killed, and then they're gonna still activate the grenade. I think. I don't know how this is gonna work, but it might be possible. You can see that there's a whole lot of them. There's 3 more. So yeah, that's unfortunate. I don't know whether it's a good thing or bad thing, but I think it's a good thing because it means that you don't have to worry, less worry about what is happening in the back. But could be, I mean, we already reached the length of the map here. We already see there's really nothing. So I think we can assume might be able to control this part of the map without having to worry about possible alien incursion on the flank. And then circle around and also mine the other exit, which some of these guys will try to do. Could be still rather sticky. If we stay here, then we have to throw the grenade. Donghyun has a pretty low TU. Kato Chase. I wonder if it's going to be required to throw a smoke grenade. Yep, I don't really see any enemy over there, so I think you can assume that safe, more or less. Okay, so this guy, just have a look. Yeah, nobody. Could get a bit closer to the main action. And let's not forget that we can still do psionic attacks based on the visual we got. Let's try the mind control. Okay, so I think they're a bit tougher. At least our guys are getting some experience. Alright, successful. I think that's it, right? Yeah, that was a good try, but... It was a good try, but wasn't able to take off more aliens. For that, let's have a look. I don't think I can see anybody here. This guy can mine once again. Has a pretty good TU to be able to throw. Oh, it's a bit farther than I wanted, but still it's okay. Right, so somebody should at least throw a smoke grenade over there. I think this guy could do it. Nope, I don't think so. Yeah, this guy I thought had low TU, but has 61. Pretty good amount of TU. Can probably cover this guy, yes. And still managed to move a bit. Nope, I don't think so. Okay, you go here then. Oh, alright, let's stay here. Just stay here and not worry too much about the enemy right now. Yeah, I don't think this guy will be able to shoot from here. Might as well just scout a bit and see for sure that we don't have any enemy presence on our flank. Okay. Yeah, so, you know, aliens getting a bit berserk and panicked and all that. Might as well, maybe I should... I mean, right now. And then, next turn, if the alien is gonna appear here, then we'll be able to throw it all the way here, possibly. Maybe not, because it's going to be blocked by this overhang. Okay. I don't think there's any aliens outside the craft. Who knows? I guess I can attempt to throw a grenade from here for this exit. See if I can do it. It's blocked. Blocked by something. Yeah, blocked by this overhang. So come back. Oh. Alright, evacuate guys. We don't want to get blasted by the bombs here. That was a mistake. Terrible mistake. Yeah. So let's get away from it. Hopefully you don't get punished for it. It's a bit close, but I don't know. I think it's something that I have to do. Something that'll be okay. So these guys will, I think this guy continue making his journey. And the flying guys will be also supporting us. HWP will... This is probably... Yeah. With Picker to traverse to the other side of the craft. These are our reserves. Diego Lopez, yeah, pretty bad flying accuracy. He should be close to the craft throwing some things. Maybe I should create a new class called Grenadier. Okay, they're moving around. Okay, let's see if I can throw it over here. Nope. Nope. Something's blocking it. The tree is blocking it. Crap. Alright, let's move you over here. Just travel as close as possible. I mean, you can definitely see the exit. I'm sure the aliens can see it too. Let's have a look over here as well, on the other side. Don't think there'll be... It's gonna reveal anything. Alright, let's get away from the proximity grenade range. And this guy, you just stay here just in case. If the alien decides to flank us. I don't think they will, but you know, we just want to be as prepared as possible. I think this is going to give us good vantage around here. See clearly the exit. I'm not so sure whether there's enough range for the aliens to see, let alone fire at us. Okay, so better safe than sorry. Let's smoke the other. Let's smoke here as well. So blocked by the trees. And then you gotta come here. Let's just continue on with our surrounding of the craft. It's taking up time, but you know, it's kind of rare that I get to do 2 battles one episode. Okay, I think they're just staying put. Okay, so can you throw it over the hill? Yes, you can. I think this guy might be protected a bit, hopefully. HWP might be king a bit. Yeah, just kind of hard to. I guess it can go down a bit. Yeah, and then try to surprise the alien if possible. On the other side. You can definitely see the entirety of the alien craft supply ship. There's like second level where they're putting their storage, but even the second level has some smoke billowing, which means that this is heavily damaged. Not a chance of Elerium. I can also throw this, but later. Just move a bit here. This is our long shot option. Flying suit guy. This flying suit guy will continue journeying to the other side. So is this guy. Okay, and I think we are good. Yeah, they're not coming out. Because they come out, they'll be inundated by the psionic attacks. So I think this is one of those battles where we wait until the turn 20. Ooh, okay, that's a pretty good throw. Good, good. Okay, and you go here. I think this is a pretty good cover actually. Okay though, you can just make it there. Okay, I thought that this guy just discovered some enemy or something. And it was just that he's run up to you. Can I even turn? Yeah, so I think this is a pretty good coverage. Maybe I can take a look. Yeah, there's nothing. Nobody. Maybe I can move some of the PS guys, Psionics, to be on top of the craft and then able to affect the psionic attacks a bit more effectively. I guess I get 2 guys. Are they coming out? No. Can they make it? Yes, they can. Yeah, you can definitely see they're carrying some psionic stuff in their belt or something. You can see by the purple. Sliver of purple. It's pretty neat detail. Okay. Yeah, so I mind the entrances, the exit. Just wait. Yeah, smoke is actually clearing here. Don't think I need to worry about it too much. I think I come all the way over here and then shoot down. Yeah, they're coming up. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's amazingly bad. Yeah, so who died? I don't know, I checked, but yeah, it's unfortunate. Hopefully none of our PS guys. Yeah, so it was an accurate shot. It was able to see through the smoke. What can I do? Yeah, it's really unfortunate. Alright, so didn't even trigger the bomb, unfortunately, so it was a bad throw, all in all. Yeah, so if I throw this and then this triggers, then it might just take away the other grenade too, but I think that's what I need to do. 13. Okay. 18. Alright, turn 18. Yeah, if this triggered, then this guy would not have died. I think the tree is blocking once again. But from here. Tree, okay. I should wait. Three? Yeah. Okay. Alright. No worries. Get this guy over here. I think this will definitely trigger. This one will definitely trigger. Get this guy here. Behind the cover. Just be safe. Turn 20. Now, can I throw it? Yes. Alright, well that's unfortunate, but there's really nothing I can do, unfortunately. The guy's already dead. And may have been carrying a smoke grenade and medikit. E2. We have a lot of these things, so just use it. Although my trust in it has been diminished somewhat by around 2.5% or something, because smoke coverage was not able to hide that soldier. Unfortunately, that was shot. Yeah, so still waiting on these guys to come out. Yeah, still waiting. All right, let's see if okay, so this guy is able to see, but might as well just wait. Yeah, so this guy got. Good job. Oh no, dang it. Was able to squeeze in 2 shots and didn't get damaged, fortunately. Okay, mind control. Let's see if I can do it from the top of the craft. I think I forgot to move these guys a bit further into. Yeah, so I forgot to move these guys, but after this I try to move these guys. Alright. So how many more? One more? Yeah, okay. So a bit of party going on here using the mind control. It didn't work, so this might be the leader guy. Thing is, I can also shoot, I think, within the or through this door. Hopefully. Nice. Good job. Worked out. And also worked out is the proximity grenade, which I'm going to be setting up once again. If I have the grenade, that is. Yeah, if that worked, then the mission might have been over. But this guy survives. Another turn to go up and down the elevators and make our life a little bit harder, because it might just elongate the battle that much longer. But no problems. I think that was a pretty neat application of Psionics once again. Just need to watch out for additional aliens. Okay, another one. And right, more practice for our Psionics. Let's get this guy to Mind control. Successful. Have a look just inside. Yeah, it's a soldier. Okay, I thought that you might have a navigator, but yeah, okay. Mind control. It's working very well now. It's working really well. Drop and come out with your hands up so we can kill you. Soldier. Okay. Nothing there. Okay, so just start shooting. Okay. Yeah, things are really easier now that these guys are involved. And this guy can actually come out for all the world to see and get pummeled by Plaza once again. It would be nice if there's a option for them to surrender, but obviously that means death for them either way, so it'd be pretty cool if I can actually make use of them going our side or something. Because I know that they're psionically controlled. Okay, still more? Yeah, so I mean I underestimated their strength. But fortunately, I was able to use the Psionics to make this a lot less painful. And think of I guess if I think of the loot. Okay, so let's get to the HWP. View a bit here and have a look. Yeah, so HWP is kind of taking a bit of a laid-back approach here. I don't know. Maybe I should use the bit more aggressively. Okay, yeah, must be the leader, some alien that refuses to come out. But maybe it's close. Maybe this is, yeah, we are close. Looks like the proximity grenade is not as effective as before, because previous fights I discovered them to be like a death knell for the Snake Man in many cases, but seems like the Snake Man for the most part is actually resisting the grenade, which means I'm gonna throw more. Hopefully there's no friendly fire going on with the proximity grenade. Okay. Maybe this guy's been blasted and then he's about to try this door, which is also mined. Joke's on them. Once again, now it's killed. Alright, turn 30. Alright, more. Yeah, so we have to order around 20 more proximity grenade to yeah. Okay, just in time. I guess it did go back. Yeah, I think it did go back, but it really wants to come up from that side for some reason. But we know that there's a guy over there. Probably not in the right state because he's being blasted. Okay, Donghyun, please. Please throw it. Oh, Donghyun. What are you doing, Donghyun? Gosh darn it, Donghyun. I really need a proximity grenade. I really need it. This guy has it. But I don't think he'll be able to throw it. Can you? Oh, good. Not a perfect throw though. Oh, come on. No. Okay, good. This guy hurt? No. Wow, this guy survived around multiple shots already. This guy needs to probably go back to Avenger. Has a luck of Irish. Maybe I should change his name to Manuel O'Fragata or something. Okay. think Donghyun can now throw, right? Oh wow, that's pretty powerful throw there. Good curve on it. Yeah, I mean, I can spare this. This is like a few $100 at most. And I am surprised at how many Singmen are in this broken down supply ship. Basically, first floor being obliterated. There's still more. There's still more. It's surprising. I think we might have to go inside or something. Or just change our position a bit, because aliens might actually know where we were last seen and fire blindly at us. Which means that we'll be hit. Just like Manuel over here, he moved to a safer space, but now exposed a bit. This guy could stay here. Yeah, I mean, this is going to net us a lot of money. A lot of points. Which is good. Finally, I moved this guy. He's on top of the craft. Yeah, I should have the aliens just died because the reaction fire. Really wanted to use it to mind control it and then see what is going on inside. But yeah, that's what it is right now. This guy needs smoke cover. I'm just going crazy with the smoke. It just battle the wheels. And I guess this guy could go all the way here. Hopefully the smoke covers wherever he's going to stay. Alright, and then now he's able to... No, not really. Well, let's wait one more. Okay, that means he about to come out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move him back. Because I'm sure that if I move this guy toward the craft in order to motion detect, not going to make it all the way, and then the aliens will come out and then shoot him. That's the kind of luck that I have. Okay. Come out wherever you are. Yeah, I have all day. I'm sure that good, finally. Yeah, okay, that was the last one. Okay, so we got some alien alloy, some surgery, a lot of food, navigation. No Elerium, so I mean I need to actually attack the... I think I mentioned it like 1,000 times. I need to actually wait for the landed craft, and couldn't wait for it, but yeah, I mean the... this episode is getting a bit long. So aliens killed 9. I was expecting around less than 10, but there were actually 12. And 1 XCOM operative kill, unfortunately. Yeah. Hopefully it was not a PS guy. So we had 5 PS guys who were involved and was able to gain some skill. Yeah, all around pretty good. Rahul got 5, which is pretty awesome. Okay, and it was a H. I think it was he had a rocket on him. Okay, so there was 2 battles. Hopefully it was not too laborious for you guys. Definitely was pretty interesting, as I was able to now reliably mind control the Snake Man too, which definitely shows the amount of skill improvements that they are now making in the psionic field. So pretty happy about that. Although, I mean, unfortunately lost the heavy weapons guy. Yeah, I think our storage is now almost full, so need to sell some things, and yeah, I need to sell these. Probably sell around 9. Okay, and the order. Okay, 3 corpses. Okay. Only 3? That's surprising. Hopefully there's no live aliens inside. Let's see. Oh, there's alien. Reaper terrorist. Okay. I think I can just remove it. I think I already researched it. Yeah, I think I researched this, so I can just sell this. I was waiting all the time in the alien facility and now to be just scuttled. And where are we here in terms of research? Laser defense, great. Manufacturing, laser cannons. 5 more days still for the Avenger construction to begin over there. Soldiers making good progress. We haven't really advanced in time, unfortunately, but yeah, at least we are getting the ratings up, which can be seen here, hopefully. Score, yeah, it's getting a bit up. Yeah, we are now at 1,000. We need to make it as large as possible because aliens might be contemplating some retaliatory attacks. Yeah, many retaliatory attacks are very thorny because they're gonna bring their chrysalis bodies along with them. Yeah, but it seems quiet for now, so we see what happens in the next week. So once again, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the show. And the next time, please stay tuned. Oh, what is this? Ethereal supply ship. Yeah, so we have all these ethereals now popping up around Europe. Not really good. But we'll see. Hopefully we can just intercept it next time here in Let's Play UFO Defense. Hello everybody, welcome to Let's Play Enemy Unknown. So we are going to go into a terror mission. I think it's Australia this time. First, I think we need to change the makeup of the squadron. So let's check the squad right now. Alright, so I think I need to get... Let me see, this guy is pretty decent now, wow. Side abilities, okay, interesting, mix. I'd like to clear her out and replace her with lightning. Definitely served us well in terror missions. And I think for the rest of these guys, let me see, this guy is all upgraded, right? Yeah, okay, so I clear her out to save her for other missions because I think she's very important for us now in terms of Psionics enabled squadron. I'm going to give... I don't know about the new support Psionic that we got in the last few missions, last few episodes. I think he's a bit too overmatched right now to go into like missions such as these very difficult terror missions. So just going to go with the good old Dubazana. Good old Dubazana. Should go with good old Zalodo. Yeah, more heavy. It's going to be preferable here. And no need for mind shield. I think he needs some kind of protection. So I think I need to just craft for him Titan armor. It's time for us to spend some credits that we have been amassing through the roof, basically. Just burning a hole inside his space. I'm going to craft the Titan armor for him. And what else can I craft for him? Heavy plasma? He has heavy plasma. I guess I could go... Oh, okay, so I cannot make another blaster launcher. That's unfortunate. I need a fusion core. Okay, but for other things, I think he's okay. And I guess I can give him a medikit. So basically what she had, he's going to have. Yeah, so still need to share the blaster launcher, but everything else is okay. And Cairo, I think that was the heavy, the Psionic heavy that I just replaced. She's basically a carbon copy of this guy, except that she has higher will and a psionic. So it's going to be just bringing in an advanced version of her to this term mission, kind of testing whether she's going to be effective in the future. I think she will be, because Jalo has been pretty good in this kind of missions. So, alright, I think it's kind of risk, especially for this guy. The abilities, yeah. He's okay though. I think he'll be able to do fine. I hope. Which I hope anyways. There's going to involve sectopods and heavy mutants and heavy floaters and all that nasty business.
Australia has sent a number of requests for assistance, so that's our next drop site.
Okay, so it's a
We've
tank.
gotten reports of alien activity taking place in a densely populated urban center. We should move to secure the area and minimize further civilian casualties.
It's an army filled with a lot of tanks. One of my favorite maps. My favorite. I remember being in a similar term mission. I think that was in Argentina, and it's basically the same map. I think I had a lot of trouble in that mission. A lot of trouble.
Central, this is Big Sky. Confirm signal uplink. Strike team is in position near the terror site. Awaiting confirmation.
One of the
Solid
things,
copy, Big Sky. Strike 1 has been given the green light. Your highest priority is to protect those civilians.
one of the things is I need to really recognize which vehicles are on fire and which isn't, because tanks can definitely blow up in spectacular fashion. Alright, Jello, I know you're prone to panic, but hopefully you'll be okay here. We're going to really make sure we cover each other. Really make sure. So the map goes this direction, and you can see some civilians already. And there's some chrysalids. I hear a floater. Alright. Didn't hear any sound sources yet. This is where the Luca, the run and gun sniper, might come in handy. Alright, finally, we hear some sound, and it's a heavy floater. And I think somebody got attacked. Two of them. It's not good. Okay, so I'm gonna get lightning and then put him way over there. Okay, so seems to be clear for now. Rescue the civilian. Pepe can run pretty fast. She's our psionic, appointed one, who's going to activate the galore chamber, or whatever it's called. Gotta be very careful with her as well. And we see a pod of chrysalids. Not overwatches, definitely here. Hopefully get one guy at least. Yeah, the one guy. Please get another one. Going to go some weird direction. Pepe. Pretty accurate shots. Nice. Maybe I can even mind control this guy. Oh, hey, for this guy. Can the tank blow up? I don't think so. But I can do blaster launcher. Another 2 lost. Yeah, so it's coming very, very quickly to challenge us. I can do mind control. Not this guy. Yeah, this guy.
Don't resist me.
Yeah, create all sorts of havoc on that area. And okay, Pepe, can you kill this guy, or this is just the target for the Prophet?
X-ray neutralized.
That's support I'm talking about. Okay. In the squad site. Double tap. Yes, maybe. Oh, there's not a heavy floater, it's just a floater. Interesting. Yeah, see you in wherever. Okay, so I think this guy can dash, then save a civilian.
Get to the ship and keep your head down.
Yeah, very lucky guy. Maybe suppression? No, I just want to overwatch. And same for this guy. Now telling camera work. Might as well just go inside the warehouse and then. Oh, zombie. So more prisoners incoming. Okay. So let's have a look with that floater guy. I think I just dash over here. Okay. Yeah. We stirred up a hornet's nest. Yes, it's not a bad thing actually. Because at least I found out where the sector pod is. It's right over here. On top of the building. Wow. Check on the second floor. So maneuverable. Definitely so maneuverable and sneaky, these guys. I mean, they're supposed to be like 7 feet. Can move all over the place. Alright, well, let's do some overwatches. Just be very careful, move up bit by bit. Ship brought Shimizu because she's able to scale these kind of height. Can I go here? I'm not so sure. Probably suffer, but
You're safe.
okay. Alright, another save, that's good. What am I looking at? Can probably do support or overwatch with the rifleman. Yeah, there's heavy floaters. They're all coming out. And Sectopod is gonna do something. So that's angry. Very angry guy. Wow, that was it. President? Good job.
Planted them.
There's more though. Okay. Another kill civilian, I think. Yeah, I think there's Crystal is attacking civilians. More zombies possible.
Damn it.
They just got rid of the cover. Good job. It's a long track for that zombie.
Taken care of.
Finally deceased. So the ship has a work cut out for it. He's overwatched the area, and then I think the sector pod might be able to shoot. I'm not so sure, but it might be able to shoot at us even without direct vision or direct view of soldiers. That could be very problematic. One thing I can do is try to spread out the troops here and do some telekinetic field. Cooldown for this skill probably is around 3 or 4 turns. This guy should move to the middle, I think. He also has a mind attack or mind control available. Still taking civilians, a lot of them this side. A floater finally making appearance. The shiv is working to 7. Maybe could be controlled. Maybe not. Okay, I need another target.
I don't think we're alone out here.
No, they're big, bad, huge, stupidly huge guy around. Just lurking inside, trying to ambush us. The drone telltale sign of such pod and was promptly killed.
I'm about to start keeping score.
That's good. And I think that was okay, another chrysalid. It's a really big mission, this one. I think it ran out of victims. All right, let's go. Okay. I see a promotion. Good. Is to keep moving because there might be some attacks happening. Attacks from the sector pod, that is. Now that the drone was able to see us, we got completely destroyed. Need to move around, I think. I don't know where though. Where I should be moving. I think the chrysalid and heavy floater will appear from here continually. So I need to keep some distance, but I think I need to keep some of these guys on this side because they're able to shoot from here. Takahashi can move here, I think. Yeah, let's see what happens. More heavy floaters. Please come out.
They're trying to pull back.
Don't pull back. Okay, the shiv got targeted. As you can see by the corner cannon was activated. Something very weird is going on. I have to check whether the ship is destroyed or what. Ship is not destroyed. Good news, everybody. A bunch of zombies I need to take care of though. Or else it's gonna turn into a chrysalid after certain turns. Can I see the floater? I don't think I can see them. Okay. Can come here and then back.
Go. Get out of here.
Alright. Where can I go with this sniper? I think she has to stay where she is. Or Nah, I don't think I should split up my troops anyway. Actually go back. She has 2 more turns to mine attack. I think this guy could. Oh, okay. I see where this guy? Yeah. Spot side is available for that. Okay. Hopefully there's no rocket attacks this turn. So heavy floaters are taking civilians. This is a normal floater. Missed. Actually grazed it. Okay, killed. He was killed before this guy could take a shot, so reaction time matters in this case. Okay, now I'm gonna turn into a persuade, I think, the next turn. The warning sign, I think. Hey, yeah. Let's get rid of it. Alright, now. Move up a bit. And this guy will just stay. I need to mind control somebody to see where the sector pod is and to aggro it. So one more turn to mind control. Overwatch. Yeah, there's a heavy floater and sector pod. Need to mind control that thing. Please don't destroy it right now.
I'll get him next time.
Yeah, mind control next time. Gonna shoot at the sheave, right? That damaged a bit. Where is he shooting? What is he shooting at? Civilians.
They're falling back.
Falling back? Okay. Mind control. I need to mind control that guy. Please, please, please. Can I? Nope, I can't. That sucks. No target available. Sad. Yeah, I have to kill it. If I cannot do it, then 8. Wow. Can fire a rocket around here. Next turn. Sheave will try to finish the. Missed. Wow. Okay. Alright, it's going to be a bunch of. Can I finish this guy using the pistol? Nope. Going to be a bunch of Overwatch. Alright. Yeah. Trying to run away. Definitely got hit though.
See you in hell.
So, what happens now? The ship has to go inside, and yeah, sector pod is right there waiting for us. The thing is, I don't know where the drone is, but if I destroy the field, the entire building area, then might be able to get rid of cover that it is hiding behind, and then shoot it with the. 4. Wow, yeah, it's amazing. Amazing work. My guy will have to see it though. That's the problem. I don't think I can see it. Oh, I can see it. That's good. So who's it going to be? Takahashi or Vargas? I think since Takahashi is the most important psionic we have, I think we need to give her a chance to get the kill here and experience. Okay, so one big bad is down 4.
Everything by the
And
numbers.
that was it. So that was a good mission. Jello's blaster launcher definitely helped in uncovering that threat. Only one drone for that guy, so that was kind of interesting. It'd be nice if the hyper relay is able to tell us whether the alien composition of the kill next.
I'm continually impressed by the work of our soldiers. They seem to be extremely efficient.
Wow. I wanted her to take the promotion, but he was able to get it first because he had been involved in more missions and was able to kill a bunch of guys too. And also Pepe got the promotion as well, so it's really good. So yes, this guy is not going to be with that double tap, I think. And yeah, so just the passive ability, making every cover a high cover, very nice. Wish I could have one more snapshot sniper, but we are just happy with having Duluka. Maybe I want to bring her to final mission as well. Okay, so we have 2 captains, 2 majors I think, and 1 colonel. Psionic snipers. Definitely a very fruitful mission here, very successful.
Remember, we will be watching.
Okay. Alright, so let's scan for activity. Dispatch items, sure. More scientists, I don't think it really matters though. Okay, so another gifted support. Yan Visser. Let's see. Yan. Oh, another Dutch guy, wow. Pretty cool. Yeah, another Dutch guy, support psionic. What do you think of that? The hotbed of psionic activity. Alright, so unfortunately she has to go. Sniper. And team as well. Assault. Okay, so just for continuing our psionic development and testing, let's try to uncover some assault psionic this time instead of support. We got some support, so I'm happy with what we have right now. But I mean, I don't want to be too greedy here. But this time it's going to be assault class we're testing. So let's just continue hiring some soldiers. Yeah, I mean, just having some connectivity in XCOM. It's going to be nice. Yeah, we have some assault. So let's go ahead and put some assault and support once again. And another Dutch guy. Do I have any Dutch guy here? No? No Dutch? Okay.
Commander, the Council is requesting a direct link on the secure channel.
Council. Right.